The ETF might get approved today, and we gotta get prepared. We gotta get a trade in, we gotta get our entries in on Bitcoin, on altcoins, and that is exactly what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to show you what I am doing. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the like button, and leave a comment if you're here. Leave a comment. I want to see who is here, who is not, what's happening. Let's jump right into it. I don't plan to do this as a long stream, and I know it's like unexpected, but I have time now, and I thought I'm gonna get on. If you see my hoodie, it's Blowfin, not a sponsored hoodie, but I got it as a merch, so I thought I'm gonna wear it now. Shout out to Blowfin. Let's jump into it, guys. So I think, you know, the ETF might get, as we have discussed, the ETF might literally get approved today or tomorrow, right? So that's like kind of the narrative. That's the thing that we're looking at. Oh, hold on, what is this here? So that's what we're looking at, right? So we do have a possibility of the ETF being approved today or tomorrow, because the deadline is until the 10th, right? So that's basically what we are looking at. Hold on, guys, I'm so sorry. It's just, I don't know what's happening here. All right, so this is what we're looking at, right? We're looking at the 10th as a deadline. So if the 10th is the deadline, that means that either today or tomorrow. If there is a denial, which I do not think is going to happen, the denial is going to come as well today or tomorrow. So we got to get ready with the trade. Now, here's what I see on the chart. If you have watched the stream yesterday, you know that yeah, I'm going to show you that as well. But if you watched the stream yesterday, you know that that I'm long. I am looking for longs. I think most of the liquidity has been taken, and that we have a major possibility of breaking through 48,185. Now the problem is, what I see more and more is that we are actually at a very crucial level on Bitcoin, right? We're a crucial level because that's also, as I explained yesterday, rewatch the video if you haven't been here in the stream. You know, it is in a weekly bearish OB, point of interest, and the top of that is 48,185. I do think we are going to see a wick through, whether it's a rejection or an approval, it doesn't really matter. We do have to grab liquidity up there, in my opinion. We will have the strength, and when that happens, we have to decide what we're gonna do. Now, number one thing that I want you to see on the chart is that we are building massive liquidity up. This tells me that the market makers are preparing liquidity to the upside. So this actually says, guys, smash the like button. I see 10 people watching. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and let me know in the chat if you're here. So this liquidity up here tells me that the market makers are preparing for a pump to the upside, right? So that's the basic plan here, preparing for an upside move. When you see liquidity building up like this, usually what happens is that a lot of people get in short, right? So you get in short here, then you put your stop loss up here. Then you get in short here, you put your stop loss up here. You get in short here, you put your stop loss up here. And they basically drive the price all the way down to an efficient order block. And that is what we want to identify. The order block where they want to drive the price down is the level that we really want to identify. Now, for me, I've got two levels here that I'm looking at. Number one is down here. I do not recommend you play cross leverage. I always said, last year I said the whole year, do not play cross leverage. Always do isolated margins. So only play with money that you can. You can lose only the money that you have in the trade. You can't have like a 30 percent wick that actually liquidates your entire trading account. That would not be good. So so that's why I said play on isolated. But things are changing in the bull, and I do think that cross leverage should be considered now. We'll talk about that later, and I will do a whole video on that strategy as well. But what I see now is that I see chats are coming in. Hold on. Joy is here, and he's actually saying, sorry I didn't reply yesterday. He's like, sorry I didn't answer yesterday. Yes, I'm Portugal. Hey, yeah, nice. Hey, Mac, what's up? Hello, Blowfin Master. That's what's up. Raise your buy nest. Awesome, man. Awesome. Sup. All right. So, guys, what I'm seeing is that we are building up liquidity on the upside. So, several levels to look for. Number one is down here, this inefficiency here, which is a pretty strong level. This order block down here could be an interesting level for us to long. Again, you always want to wait for at least a 3-minute higher high. You want to wait for a market structure shift, at least a 3-minute higher high. So the first level to look for a 3-minute higher high is 46,052. The second level will be down here. This will be the level that I think we could see a wick to, right? We could see, especially because a lot of people will get... What is happening here? lot of people will get liquidated, and a lot of people will get smacked on these wickery that's gonna come either a rejection or with an approval of the ETF. So this is the other area that I'm looking at. Let me just mark it for you here. All right, so these are the two areas, 45,000 and 46,000. Now, what we saw already, if I look at, not only look at the 5 minute, but if I look at the hourly chart, we can come all the way down here, guys. We can come all the way down here, which would be, let me see, and even here we took liquidity, so we could easily come down here around the 44,000 level, 44 to 43, 500-ish level. We could definitely see a wick cloud. So if I take this here, if I take this here, this instance here, and I say what would be if the same scenario would start playing out, we would see around $41,000. That could happen. That could happen. I actually removed my stop loss here. I think we are going to see an approval, and I don't want to get wigged out by a wick like this, because if you see wick and then immediately move on, I expect a little bit of liquidity taken to the downside, and then massive up move, whether today or tomorrow. Now, what I would expect in the following 48 hours, I'd say, right? 48 hours. First of all, I expect the ETF announcement on New York close. Very important. I do expect the ETF announcement on New York close, meaning, you know, it's not, we're gonna have the stock market close, and we are going to wait for the Asian session. Asia pumped a lot lately, right? So we did see Asia pump here. We did, no, not here, sorry. Before Christmas. Let me look here. So like Asia was dominating here. Look at this. This is Asia, November, end of November. This is Asia, beginning of December. This was New York, Asia dump as well. So big moves happened on Asia, and I think here as well, Asia then leading into London. So Asia was a key player in the moves here, which is not usual, because Asia usually consolidates and then London manipulates, New York distributes here as well. Look at this in January 1st, right? They were the ones pumping it from 43,000 all the way to 46,000, and then here the dump also happened from 44,600, 700 down to 42,200. That's also happened on Asia. So I would expect Asia today. I would expect Asia to be a little bit volatile, but volatile in terms of two cases, right? So two scenarios that I'm looking at that might play out. Number one, we do see this, the liquidity is building up very nicely. Liquidity is building up very nicely, and London needs to manipulate to either direction. If London does not manipulate, that means that we're going to see some volatility in New York, but the main thing is going to happen on Asia, I think. If we don't get an ETF approval today, which I would think we're going to get an ETF tomorrow. So if we get an ETF approval, you know, it's just going to fly. We're going to see a victory down here, maybe bum here or here, a little bit lower, and then, you know, just simply move on. If, however, we do not see an ETF approval today, which I think we are not going to see an ETF approval today, we're going to see it tomorrow. And if the ETF approval comes tomorrow, what we will see is probably Asia. We will take liquidity on New York and London. We'll come up to like 47, even all the way to like this 48,000 region, and then tomorrow or on Asia or tomorrow London, we will see a dump down. This is gonna be the point where everybody's gonna say, oh yeah, so this was, you know, sell the news and and the rejection, and maybe some kind of shitty article or scammy something is going to come out, and there's gonna say, you know, that we are going to see rejection, and that will be the catalyst for a dump like this. This would, because if I would take this now, right? And I would put it here, and I would take it from the 48. I would take this from the 48-ish region that we're talking about. We're targeting these lows, which would be absolutely reasonable as well, right? Because we did not get a 50 here. Oh, we did get the 50 here, so we would need to get the 50 here. Yeah, that ties in very nicely with this 45 or this 44. Region. Yeah, I don't think we are going to come lower. We can take this liquidity as well. You see there is relative equal lows down here. So this is internal liquidity, depending on what the market makers have in mind, right? We might take this. We might come. I do not think that. So if your stop loss is below 40,200, I would not be worried. I would not be worried. We did not touch this level down here, which in the 4 hour was one of an interesting level. My point of interest, but I don't think we'll come down here. I don't think, not now. So following through, let me look at the comments for a second. Good afternoon. Good vibes. What do you say about the music, guys? What do you say about the music, huh? And I have this as well. By the way, not financial advice. Whatever we do is not financial advice here. Only for entertainment purposes. And check this. Subscribe. Okay. So what I would think that we are going to see a pump here. We are going to take liquidity. That's scenario number one, right? Scenario number one, that we are going to see this play out. Taking liquidity, taking this high here, wicking into some kind of OB up here. We're already on there. So if we don't break up, even wicking to 48,185, but I don't think that's gonna happen before the ETF. So come taking liquidity, and then on Asia or tomorrow on London, we might see a dump. That's when everybody will be like, oh my God, ETF's gonna get rejected, shit like that, and then we moon. That's gonna be, again, you wanna wait always. You wanna wait for a higher high on a lower time frame. So if you see, you know, you take liquidity and you come down here and you see a higher high on a 5 minute, take that long. Take that long. That might be your last chance of taking a long before the ETF approval, right? So again, not financial advice, but that's what I'll do. I'll add to my long. I'm long down here. I'm holding it. I took some partials, but not much. I'd rather take the risk. That's basically it. The other scenario that might play out, I do not think that will play out, but that can be. Yo, Dave, what's up, bud? The other scenario that might play out, I don't think that's going to happen. But if that's, we have to talk about that as traders, right? Other scenario is that we do not take this liquidity here and we keep pushing lower and lower, grinding, building up more and more liquidity. I would love to see that though. I would love to see that, because that means big move is about to happen. And then we're going to have a grind and probably like a liquidation event like this, right? So we did see that this is not something new. We did see that a couple of times, you know, like here, for example, look at this grinding, slowly grinding, and bam, liquidation event. And then from there on, moving on. So we also have to look at open interest. We will have to see what's happening, what will happen. But this is kind of what I'm expecting us to do. Either we take liquidity on London, New York, come up to this 47,700, 48,000 region, and then have a major, I would not say major crash, but like a retracement to these levels, 45,000-ish, or we're just gonna take liquidity from here. We're gonna come down before and then leave all the liquidity up there. That will be even better. Again, look for a lower time frame confirmation. I wanted to show you TIA. Yesterday we talked about TIA on the show. Did pretty good. I actually haven't looked at the other coins, so we'll look at it. TIA is up 17% since the call. Let's look at Bonk. We also had Bonk on the show. Look at Bonk. Bonk is up. I called Bonk here. This was literally the show. Bonk went about 19%. Let's see what we had. STX. I didn't look at this yet. Didn't look at. Only looked at Bonk and. Yes, I probably said I wouldn't long this, right? Yeah, we're still waiting for this relatively close. It will come down. It will come down. It's not gonna break this, but it can come down to this 1.876. That's what we were waiting for, right? 1.876. Let me just put an OB there. Guys, what's happening? Let me know in the chat. Let me know what coins I should look at. I'm gonna do that now. Coin at 1.876. No, that's not the one I was looking at. Hold on. Yeah, 87, exactly 87, huh? Yeah. What else did we look at yesterday? I don't remember. Cheeto. Yesterday I'm not gonna buy Jito. Yesterday around these levels we said we're not gonna buy Jito. I don't remember the other ones, but these are what we're looking at. Let me just see what's happening in the chat. Yo. Let's look at Ethereum. Oh, I also wanted to look at USDT dominance. Oh. Yeah, USDT dominance is still not losing this level, right? I mean, on the daily, we do have a closure above, but then we have a high resistance liquidity run. We close below, then we come back up, take liquidity, and build liquidity up. We can easily see a pump. We can easily see a pump from here. We can see a pump from here on the on the USDT dominance. If that happens, that could be a catalyst for a pullback after the ETF is approved. Although what I believe, again, like, is that we are going to come lower a little bit, right? We are going to come lower. And then as we come lower, we are potentially going to see the ETF approval. That will push the USDT dominance, come down, touch into any of these demands down here, right? Somewhere here. This whole region actually could be good. I would actually mark it like this. Yes. So these would be the POIs that I would be looking at on USDT dominance if we don't bounce here. Very important, guys. I see like 50, 60 people watching. I tweeted about this, and this is not some shilling shit. Like, if you don't want this, fine. Thank you, Elbow. I'm just gonna answer these guys. This is the best way to communicate with me, by the way. So I actually posted this, and this is completely real. Like, you know, things might or might not get crazy soon. So what I said, things might get crazy overnight, and I want you who are here now to stay close as an early follower, if you will. I have a Telegram that has literally no other purpose than for me to have access to my early followers. I'll close it once I see transition on other phase. Now this is not like, oh, we'll close it and last chance to get in, but it is a fucking last chance to get in, bro. It's like, I'm telling you, the only reason why I do this is because I really want the older people, like, when we're gonna grow, I'm taking this to 100,000 followers. I'm telling you, I have been telling you this forever, and I'm telling you now, I am going to take this to 100,000 followers, right? And I want these, you know, these 13 people who are watching now, and the guys who are these 5 likes who's on this post, I want these guys to be in this Telegram group. So I think it's worth joining if you're watching this now. I'll close it down once I see that we are transitioning into another growth phase, but now you can join here, and I think it's pretty cool. And I would just do that. So that's about USDT dominance, right? Let's look at BTC dominance. Nice, yes. So we've been expecting, again, like if you look how beautiful, look at this. It's literally retracing to the beginning of the inefficiency and moving on. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It's just absolutely gorgeous, yeah. So the dominance needs to, if you follow my content, you know that the dominance need to get to this 56% region. That's what I'm aiming. That's the weekly. That's the weekly daily equilibrium, the weekly and the daily equilibrium, right? So we need to get back here. I would imagine we're gonna go to around 60, and that's when the real bull starts. That's when they also rocket. That's when we're gonna see a major correction. Yesterday I talked about this. There's a short on my channel. Check it out as well. But that's what I would really expect. Let's look at ETH BTC, something that I'm also interested at. Yes, the main structure, everybody was saying rotation happened, rotation starting, and what we were saying here was wait for the main structural point to be broken up here. That hasn't been broken. Now we have this level here. This could be considered as the main structural point. Let me look at it. I didn't open this chart since, like, I don't know what it is. Like this, since I drawn this. This was December 8th. What do you say about the music, guys? Okay. So this is not a main structural point. There was no closure. Oh, there was closure below here. That was a main structural point up here, but this probably was just a retracement on the higher time frame. Oh yeah, interesting. Probably is the manipulation from the ETF. That's why we broke above. This was actually a legit case. So if we would see, so now we have on the daily, we have this, right? We had this run. We do have a closure above. If we are going to see a 4-hour, 1 hour to 4 hour higher high market structure shift per column, That's the sign that the rotation is started. But this chart looks horrible. It's probably because of the ETF. Yeah, all this liquidity built up. I mean, it's gonna happen. I think we're gonna see a major dump. Let's see what the next level is. Whew. I think we're gonna come down here. Another 18%. I know it sounds fucking crazy, but I think it will happen. Somewhere around here. That would be my level. 0.4. I think that would be my level. That would be an interesting level to look for. Okay, let's look ETH. Also, like, just to keep in mind, guys, like when this level is hit, right? This is gonna be the time probably when we're gonna shift our focus from the Bitcoin ETF onto a potential Ethereum ETF. Massive trade. Massive trade. Yeah, Ethereum doesn't look good, guys. For me, I don't even like. It's just not looking good. For me, that's not looking good. It's not even at the. Look how weak this thing is. Like, if you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is at least getting into the weekly OB that caused the whole fall. You know, that was the catalyst for the whole down move. But this does not look good. We do have on the daily, we do have a liquidation here that comes all the way down, touches onto the OB, which could mean that we are moving on. But if we can't reclaim this 24.35 level, I mean, this will probably just come back down. And it'll come back to the 50. It will come all the way down to like this 1900 region. It's just there's no reason why not to. 20%, same as the dominance. Easily could happen. Let me look at the chat. Monty saying music is fine. Come on, bro. I was expecting like music is awesome. No, I'm just joking. Okay, check some of the last 8 performers. Okay, let's do that. So we've got what? CHR. What is CHR? And why there's no perpetual? Oh, there is. You're late. You're late. That's just what it is. Like, look at this massive liquidity built up. Then we have the final. Now we would have, yeah, this and this came back 50, right? Yes, exactly. Came back to the breaker. This would have been the entry. This thing is headed to all the way up here, actually, I think. Right. Yeah, nice. Same thing we talked about with Tia. On spot, it's a great buy. I'd say it's not a bad buy, right? I would say it's not a bad buy. It should come back to 50 at some point, but things don't always come back to 50. This would be a very interesting level to get in on leverage. If it does come back down here. I don't think it will though. I think it will reverse around these levels. If it comes back down here, actually this would be an interesting level here. So this was the level that, but there's no inefficiency. What would it be this? Yes, so this would definitely be a level. This would definitely be a level I would be interested in. So 23.46, 24.10, and again look for a higher, lower time frame confirmation for continuation or for a reversal here. But it's not a stupid buy on spot here. Not a stupid buy at all. I don't know what the project is though. NTRN, is that the neutron? Is that the neutron? Neutron? Or is it not? I heard about this project. If it's the neutron project, I heard about this. It's very high hopes. Yeah, I need to see a clear break above here. Clear break above 1.664. If we see a clear break above, then get in on the retest. Now I'm not interested. It's still it shows strength, but I'm not interested. It's taking liquidity here. It doesn't come back. Didn't come back for the 50. Would be interested in leverage down here. Around this region. Again, don't take it as it is. Anything below the discount. If you see a lower time frame. So if this is also a strategy that I'm gonna talk about, right? Basically, if you see any coin coming back to the discount zone, 50% retracement, and does a 15-minute or 5-minute or 1-hour market structure shift, meaning a higher on these time frames, get in on a long position. It's like literally, it's gonna be in the bull. This year we're gonna make so much money, guys. It's gonna be insane. Okay. Any idea about Grok? Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Look at this. Yeah, so this is definitely a pull down here. We gotta pay attention to that. It's definitely a pull down here, right? Yeah, it's liquidity building up. I think it's good. Can be very, very interesting. Is there a leverage pair for this? Let's see. We can go perpetual. Let's do that. These are the coins where you can really make like thousands of percentages. Look. I mean, if you can get in a position here, look at this. I don't know what this Grok thing is. Can someone please let me know in the chat? I heard about this, but I don't know what it is. All-time high is 400%. 10x is 4,000. It's 40x. It's probably some meme or something. Oh, it's the Elon Musk meme. Look at this. Yeah, you know, it makes me think. First off, I think it's the problem is that you should know like you should be up to date with the background of these projects to really take a decent long. Like 21% stop loss. I'm not liking that. On spot, might be a good buy, but I do need to see a break above here, right? We do see decent accumulation and I mean it looks good, but we need to see a break above here. I mean, if we see a break above there or a break below, then we can confirm that this thing is going to fly. I actually do think we are going to reverse from here, but I would not put money on it. I would put some, maybe if you know, maybe if you want to gamble on some spot, but I would not put money on this. Yeah, we need to see these levels break. And this was January 3rd, 40%. I don't know what this is. You need to know the fundamentals. What's the next narrative? That's the good question, eh? Banter is much better than this than I am. You gotta come to Banter Bubbles. You gotta read the newsroom. I'm not even kidding. Like this is really good. Really, really, really good. Reading the newsroom up here, so. If BTC falls, will you short something? I will short Bitcoin. I'll short Bitcoin. I'm not sure about everything else, to be honest, because the whole Bitcoin ETF narrative and the whole trade around this thing is that, you know, basically everything comes down to Bitcoin is being hyped up. Bitcoin is being hyped up by everybody because the institutions are entering the market and they will bring 2 billion in the first week and whatnot. But although we do see massive inflow for altcoins as well, I don't think we're talking about the same thing. So I would not expect altcoins to go down 50, 60, 70% as we used to see. I would not expect that to happen. I think we are going to see a crash, but the crash will be dominated by Bitcoin, and I don't think that it will suck a lot of liquidity out of the altcoins. Altcoins will drop. It will probably drop more, a little bit more, or whatever, around the same as Bitcoin. But I would not expect that to. So I would expect Bitcoin to have a crash. I would expect Bitcoin and the major coins to have a little bit of a pullback. The coins that are more exposed, so we're talking about Solana, Ethereum, Ripple, all these major coins that are exposed to the public, much more, other than the smaller altcoins, I would expect a drop. But I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna short anything at the moment. I'm gonna look at BNB. A short at BNB could be interesting, but no. Let's look at BNB short. I did not. I don't really want to short because I said I'm gonna eliminate the short button, and that's I mean it. But yeah, sometimes it's just, you know. Look at this. Look at this short, which I didn't take. I mean, I think I just closed it. Yes, it's retesting this region. Again, it's building up liquidity. We need to see where this thing go. I don't know. We might see. I would be interested in shorting and the 50% this week. 370 something. 373 would be an interesting shorting area for BNB, but again, we have to see. We're in the bull. I don't want to count on shorting. I want to short Bitcoin. I want to take some profits off the dump that's gonna happen after that might happen after the ETF. You don't see my screen. Just realized it. So like this, 373 BNB. I'll be interested in short. But I'm not sure that I want to short anything else. I want to short Bitcoin because of the potential sell-off that might happen. But yeah, I actually did not take the TH. I took it with a very small spot position, and I took some off. But I took some off, yes. But it was a spot position. It was a spot position. Unfortunately, I didn't take it. I didn't take it. I was afraid of the ETF and whatnot. I didn't take it. But I definitely close it. You're up 1 to 6. You definitely close some. Close 50%. Put your stop loss to break even, and that's it. Like, this can fly. This is what I said, right? So we're targeting at least the 17-ish region. This is what I said yesterday in the stream. You're definitely targeting these regions and higher price discovery. Always AI. Always. You're very welcome. Just wait, yes. Will you buy it? You use a shopping list. I'll definitely buy it. I'm 98% in, guys. I'm 98% in. So I can't really buy the dip, but I'll have some free cash, and when I do, I will buy the dip. I will DCA in all the way. So I tweet about this as well all the time, right? So if you follow me on Twitter, which you should, and subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, do all that, but I think all you guys are doing that already. I tweet about this, right? How do you like this thumbnail, though? I mean, how fucking cool this thumbnail is. I like it. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I tweet about this and I say you've got 592 days left of this bull market. I really mean it. I think this will be the top after the crash, retest, everything. I think we've got 592 days. Out of these 592 days, I will DCA in. As I get free cash, I will DCA in for the next 200 days. So next year, I mean this year, 2024, definitely even more buying. And I don't care if I have to buy Bitcoin at 50,000. I'm already 100% exposed, or 98% exposed, since I have to buy an airplane ticket, and I'm waiting for days and days and days because I don't want to take money out of crypto. And I've been here before, and I know it sucks, but liquidity for me is like down big because I'm in. Like, I'm fucking in. And I think if you do something, you gotta decide if you're in or you're out, right? And I'm not saying you should follow me, definitely not financial advice either. But I mean, this is the time to make life-changing money. I'm not even gonna repeat what I said yesterday. But anyway, so what I'm saying is that I will definitely buy the dip and I will definitely DCA. So buying the dip does not necessarily mean maybe my next buy will be 40,000, because if we see a crash after ETF, I'm gonna take, a probably a major short position that could go low. Today I talked to Rain. By the way, you should follow Rain. He's a legend. He taught me most of the stuff that I know on SMC. Go follow him. He's a great guy. He's also gonna come to the channel. We're talking great stuff. He's also running some stuff in our community. So Rain457, follow him. Anyway, so what I wanted to say is that we talked today, and he was like, yeah, we can go to 15,000, and I'm like, yeah, bro, like we can go to 15,000, but I don't think it's heavy. But he is, we're like he's the more conservative professional trader and whatnot. I'm rather like a little bit more degen. I also do, obviously professional trading, but more risk taking here and there, more adrenaline. But he's saying that if we lose 20, I agree with him actually. If we lose 24,000, we are looking at sub 15. I'm not sure I agree with him on the sub 15, but if we lose 24,000, we really need to reconsider everything. The whole idea here is the market maker model, right? So we've got 3 legs down, 1, 2, and then we should have a 3, the third leg down here to the sub 15 region. I don't think that is going to happen, but I'm definitely going to DCA in. Even if we go up, even if we go up to like all-time high here and then come back to this 44, I will buy 44. I will buy 44. I will buy 50. I will buy 52 as I get some cash. I think we've got about 600 days, 590 days to go, and I want to take advantage of that, so definitely. Can you do smart money session for intermediate traders in January? Just 1 or 2 times, 1 or 2 hours to get some help. Sure, I do have consulting. I did consult. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have, but again, like Rain is on the money. You should reach out to Rain. Come to the community as well. And we are planning on launching seminars. So a lot of things are happening, right? And the problem is that I can't really talk much about it now because I still need to sign some stuff and whatnot. But a lot of things are happening, and this channel will transform into like a, I want to say it's gonna be like a free educational channel where I'm gonna really, probably not a promise, but probably gonna give everything I know just to give it to you guys. Whatever the strategies, everything I know is just gonna go in here, and then we're gonna hold seminars where you can come and talk to us directly. We're gonna teach you bits and pieces and whatnot. We're gonna have 1 seminar a month, and then you're gonna have like a subscription to this, and then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, definitely. Mac, when am I visiting SA? Sooner than you think. Sooner than you think. Maybe this week? I don't know. Maybe next week? I don't know. Sooner than you think. That's all I can say. Big things are coming. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, for sticking through. Please subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and spread the love. And yo, by the way, guys, I've got 15 people here. What I want you to do is smash the notification button as well. So if you've got the notification button, I really, truly would appreciate if you smash that so you get notified whenever I go live. That helps the algo, helps me, helps you eventually, and then we can grow and build and whatnot. Rounding up everything, guys. Rounding up everything. What you really want to pay attention to. I've got a family member's birthday today. So if the ETF gets approved, like I remember, this is story time, right? I remember that Ran was on his brother's wedding when it was announced that the Ripple case is gonna be dropped. And I remember him texting to the group saying, the worst time to have a fucking wedding. I'm in a wedding and I need to be live and I should be live and fucking da-da-da-da-da. He was trading on the wedding. And so I kind of feel the same. Like I'm on this very close family member's birthday today afternoon, and I'm like, bro, please don't today. Please not today. I've been waiting for this for the past months, and I have to go live if it gets approved. So hopefully it doesn't get approved today. Sorry, guys. I truly hope, a little bit biased as well, obviously, that it's going to get approved tomorrow. And if it does, I'm going to be definitely live. I'm going to do the live when and if it gets approved. I'm going to try to time a live tomorrow at New York close, because that's when I think the announcement is going to come, if it comes. I mean, the announcement is definitely coming. Definitely coming. The question is when. And I'm going to be live. So it's worth being here. What you have to consider, again, I'm just going to bring it back here just for a little bit. What you have to consider, we are going to come down to this 46,000 level. I think if we are coming down here before taking liquidity, we're in a very good position. Look for a higher high. After coming down here, look for a higher high. Take that long, not financial advice. Second scenario that you can look at is that we are going to take the liquidity from here, wick through 48, 185, or just come up to that region, show a lower time frame reaction. I will take a short position after the ETF approval only, so I'll not take a short position here, but if we get an ETF approval, I will take a short position if we do see a rejection. And then from there, if this happens before the ETF approval, what you want to see is you want to wait for these levels to be hit and then take a long on a lower time frame confirmation. Guys, much love for everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting the channel. Smash the subscribe, smash the like, leave a comment, do all that, and come interact with me on Twitter and the community. I love you all. Take care. I think that's, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Take care, guys. Much love.